Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. You got to be feeling good now going into a bye week the next 12 days. You wouldn't want that bitter taste of a loss in your mouth, obviously, and you got a lopsided win here as well tonight. How was there a little bit of celebration there in the locker room just to get back on the winning track?
Well, any win is always a good win. I don't care if it's the first game, last game, or whatever it is. And so we were just good to see our offense get on track and be a little bit more consistent. We got off to a slow start, but they got things going. And I think we have settled in on our quarterback situation here now with Steve Coward. He's going to be our quarterback, and obviously he had a heck of a ball game to be his first start and took care of the football. If I had to say the one thing that's going to stand out for me, and that's what we talked about, is just take care of the football and make the throws that you have to make, and you'll be able to do that if you just stay within yourself. So he did a great job of running our offense.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions tonight, and then he also set a freshman record for a freshman making his first career start for passing yards with 340. So everything was really clicking for him out there tonight. What did you really like from what you saw?
Well, it's a small detail, but a big detail from us as coaches. There were some opportunities where they were, what we call it, post as far as their reads. What I mean by that is they were having their defense on the snap change whatever coverage that they were doing. So he had to make sure that he was reading and going through his progression. There was a couple of times where you probably noticed where he was starting to throw the ball, then he decided not to throw it, and that was being smart because it probably would have been an interception. So just that small detail there that he noticed and did on the move, on the run, as far as while the play was going, that was very, very impressive as far as his first start and playing a whole football game.
Sounds like looks like the connection there with Dante Shells was really working tonight as well. 6 catches for 170 yards, but it wasn't just him. He spread the ball around to a lot of different receivers.
Well, I think that's being a true freshman here and coming to learn our offense and going through the progression and going through his reads. That shows that he's really mature for his age. I mean, it's tremendous. He got still a long way to go on some things, but he has a lot of quick maturity as far as knowing what to do and take care of the football. But again, this is the first ball game. We're going to learn from this and did a great job, and we'll be able to move forward.
If there was one negative tonight on the offensive side, it was the run game, only 72 yards rushing. What were the struggles there tonight?
Well, I just think that they did a good job of stemming late. They would stem their extra guy in the box right before the snap, and that's one guy we couldn't block in certain deals. So that'll be one thing that we want to look at as far as trying to get our running game a little bit better in our bye week, and as the next week as we play, get ready for our next ball game.
Defense continues to get turnovers as well. 3 interceptions tonight, a pick 6 for Solomon McGinty. This group, they'll give up a few yards here and there, but they can turn the football over. How valuable is that?
Well, that's huge. That's huge for them to get turnover. I think they were averaging around 2, almost 3 turnovers per game, and that's outstanding. I think the good thing about it, when we started recruiting people, we talked about linebackers and safeties and corners being able to catch the football when they have an opportunity to have INTs, and we've been able to capitalize on it. It hasn't been 100%, but we've been able to do that and capitalize on the turnovers. And so that's great. It's great to see our defense did a great job keeping them out of the end zone. It was great to see us respond. They scored 7-0 there early on, and then to run and get us 41 points unanswered takes a good football team to do that and stay within themselves, and our team did that.
A lot of different things go into getting those interceptions. I mean, athleticism, we saw that from Chris Turner. We've seen Tyron Holloway come away with some interceptions, extra work in the film room. But what is it in the scheme that's allowing those guys to be in position to make plays?
Well, I think Coach Wimberly's done a great job as far as going through their progression, their reads. From a defensive perspective, they see certain alignments, they see certain motions and certain people in certain spots. They have a tendency that they're going to run certain routes. And so our defense has been able to study that, and our guys have been able to put that into play when they go into the ball game. So great job by them on their preparation. That's what it's all about. It shows that they have prepared themselves to do things, and now they be able to execute it on the field.
I got to ask you about Jawan Wells tonight. I mean, he was a grown man. 12 tackles, a couple of sacks out there, 2.5 more TFLs for him. I mean, he just continues to impress, doesn't he?
He's a phenomenal player, great work ethic, loves to play the game. He's passionate about being able to prepare for him for the games. He does a great job of studying, and then he just has a motor. He just has a motor, and he just knows how to make plays. So we're glad he's on our side, and I know he's going to continue to have some great games.
One last thing I'll ask you about Alex Probert. A couple of long field goals for him tonight. Was that good for his confidence?
Well, it was good. Overall, everybody did a great job there. I thought Trey Turner punted the ball very, very well, but it was great to see Alex Probert hit the long field goal and be consistent. I know he kind of missed one there, but it was great for him to have some field goals attempts and for him to move forward as he has confidence as we go for field goals.
All right, Coach. Appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win. We'll catch up with you here in the bye week.
All right. To God be the glory. Thank you.